And the Morning Cafe is back. We're crossing over to matters of politics. This time around, on the current affairs segment, we just talk about the politics in the country. So much has been happening. I think for a moment, sometimes I feel like we are hypocritical when we say that it's too much politics, because sometimes when it is not there, we in a way miss so much of politics. So joining me this morning is Edgar Kosgei and Kirui Kilishia Hassan, both analysts. They're going to take us through what their thoughts are on matters of politics. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning to you, madam.
Yes, don't you think you had missed politics after COVID-19? You can tell it from the excitement on your voice, Edgar.
Things are different right now, Linda.
Yeah? Why do you say things are different?
Yeah, things are different right now because as you can see, I'm far away and I'm on Skype.
Yeah.
Things are different. Things are thick.
But it looks, kwani huko kwenye ni wapi? Ni kama ni saa 6 tayari.
No, unasikia jogo iko inawika hapa nje.
Well, nice. Good to have you anyway. So when we say things are different, you can clearly tell that things are also different on politics. Kirui, umenyamaza sana. I mean, things are different. Politics of the nation. What do you make of what is happening as at now? The different issues. I mean, look at ANC, look at Jubilee Party, look at Wiper Party, look at Ford Kenya, look at ODM. I mean...
Okay, madam. To the best of my understanding, what is happening now actually it is a game of numbers whereby you find some parties like CCM, parties like Wiper trying to join Jubilee in the aftermath of this COVID-19. In the recent, I just want to say, what is happening now? It is actually trying to waste our time because we are now fighting this menace of COVID-19. But you find at the same time, people are engaging themselves in politics. People like Chama Shinani, Wiper, doing all those things. But in the recent, they are doing nothing. We are not getting anything from them because you understand very well, politics has been taking the center stage even in the aftermath of this one. You will see nothing coming from these people. So I don't think these people are trying to help our taxpayers at this point in time.
All right. Edgar.
Yes.
Politics informs every other activity in a running nation. That's the reality of the matter. I mean, would we say then that it's an injustice for Kirui to claim that politics is wasting time as of now?
Well, it is not an injustice. It is his own way of viewing things. As you have said, politics affects everything, everything running in our country. Everything revolves around politics, and good politics results in good life. That is what President Moi told us. And if we don't play this politics the way it should be played, Linda, it might cost us as a country. And if we are trying to unite people, we might end up dividing the country more.
Why do you say so? Why do you say so? Because if it's an aspect of being unified by the leadership, you can clearly tell that a lot of leaders now are joining the Jubilee Party. So it's going to be a whole big house, and definitely their supporters will follow through. So would that mean dividing the country or making it more united?
Well, Linda, at the back of your mind, I know what you're asking.
Yes, thank you. So answer that one.
Now, Chama Shinani joining Jubilee, Wiper Party joining Jubilee, but these people are saying they have been working with the president for a year now. This one, NASA de facto leader is Raila Odinga.
Okay.
Who made a handshake with President Uhuru Kenyatta without consulting the other people of NASA, without asking Mudavadi, without asking Wetangula. He just woke up one morning and we saw it in our national television. What we need to ask ourselves is one thing: are they uniting the country or breaking the country in this matrix? Where is everyone in this matrix? Or are we coming slowly by slowly? We have seen Kanu coming in, and we have seen now Chama Shinani, the party next to my home, our Isaac Ruto, and Kalonzo Musyoka coming in. Is it unity or are we breaking the country more. Where is Jubilee in this? Is this a full Jubilee house or it is a half Jubilee house?
Right.
Okay.
Yes. That's
Well, interesting views. And Kirui, I'd love you to come in hitting hard, whether you're in agreement with what Edgar says. And as it is.
Okay, madam.
Right, yes?
Let me respond to my brother. You know, for sure, politics is a game of numbers. And the main reason as to why some parties are coming together to form coalition, the primarily objective of forming a coalition is to win an election. So at this point in time, we don't have any election. It is only that in the next 2 years we will have election. So when you see the CCM party joining Jubilee, Wiper party joining Jubilee, it is just an exercise in futility, because at the end of the day, who doesn't know the history of Kalonzo Musyoka politically? Isaac Ruto, what kind of an input can offer the Jubilee government? Because at the same time, you find CCM as only one member of parliament from Chepalungu constituency.
And probably this paints a different picture, different from what you say, that the primary reason why parties come together is in the interest of an election. And
Yes.
obviously, if we do not have an election, there's that aspect of a referendum, which I would love Edgar to react to. But before that, don't you think then it's playing out a little bit different this time around? Because yes, there's no election now, and then we are seeing these leaders coming together. Maybe it speaks volumes, or in the interest of course, the common Mwananchi, towards ensuring that there's unity that is felt in the country. Because face it, there's been a lot of division after a numerous and a series of polarized elections.
Madam, for sure, when we talk about the unity, what kind of a unity is that? When you see the Jubilee itself is dividing. You find some of the members being with all those shenanigans that has been happening in both houses, National Assembly and the Senate. So when somebody purport and say we are trying to bring a unity, what kind of a unity is that? At the same time, we know very well there is a looming referendum. Yes, nobody can deny that one. But referendum to do what to Kenyans? Because at the end of the day, Kenyans are still suffering. They are struggling to earn a living. They are fighting this COVID-19. But people are assembling themselves every single day saying that, we are uniting. We are united for what purpose? Because even if this referendum comes, what will add to the people of Kenya? Because at the end of the day, what these people are lobbying is actually about the expanded executive. They are doing that in the name of bringing inclusivity. But to the best of my understanding, I don't see any reason. And I just want to respond to my brother. I just want to say categorically that political parties form a coalition
right,
to win an election. At this point in time, we don't have any election. When it's come to the issue of a referendum, the issue of a referendum will be debated in the National Assembly and goes to the Senate. So what I know about this coalition is actually they just want to get numerical facts in the National Assembly and the Senate, so that when the motion comes to the National Assembly, it will be easily debated and passed. Otherwise, there is no any other reason whatsoever why.
But there are changes within the Constitution or a referendum that, there are changes within the Constitution that will certainly require a referendum. Before you delve deep into that, Koske, we come to you. Yes, there's obviously no election, until 2022. If at all, we're not going to change the Constitution. But in the event that we change the Constitution, you know very well that if a referendum is required, then there's that need for people coming together. And the people who endorse the referendum changes then will proceed to probably carry the day or not, based on how well they will have convinced the common Mwananchi. So in this case, do you suppose that it is in the interest of the change of the Constitution that this leadership is coming together as opposed to unity?
Well, Linda, it is these people have they have a predetermined direction. They have a predetermined direction of where they want to be. When you see them coming together like that, it is all a matter of political games. When you see Isaac Ruto coming forward, when you see Kalonzo Musyoka coming forward and uniting with Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, Kalonzo Musyoka said, you would have seen Uhuru Kenyatta here signing with us this document here. These people have been, there is a paper, there is an agreement that they have agreed upon. And I think this is BBI coming. And this is the change of the constitution that is coming.
But even
Get
before the
numbers.
BBI, allow me to cut your line of thought. Before
Yes.
the BBI, we have seen some, Wiper Party leaders saying that, we also need to have something. As it now, at the level of the National Assembly, could this have informed the purge that has been there within the Jubilee Party to create space for these leaders? Because, well, yesterday was just like officiating the entire process. But remember that the process has started a long time ago. I
Yes.
mean, it's not the first time that, the leader of Mashinani is coming or crossing over to Jubilee headquarters. We've had these reports before. So do you suppose the purge within the Jubilee Party was in a way to create some stake also for these leaders that are going to join in, as of like in comparison to what we saw with KANU, Pogisho, carrying the day at some point in time, and other leaders within the KANU party?
Yeah, the coalition pact is an assurance that that your interests are being taken care of, so that we are not going to have something like a verbal talk about, oh, your interests are being taken care of. It is now in paper that Jubilee is working with Chama Cha Mashinani and is working with Kalonzo. They had a stake in BBI. Yes, we used to see them going around the country and talking about BBI. But right now there is an official agreement on paper that they are working together, and they have told the nation, and the nation can prove that they are working together. So this is just officializing, this is just making it official that they are just going to work together.
All right, as they make it official, Kirui, obviously they would expect some seats, representation at the level of the committees, and we've seen how big KANU has won on this one. Do you suppose then it's also going to be a win for the likes of Wiper, the likes of Chama Cha Mashinani? And what does it mean to Deputy President William Ruto, who's also part of the Jubilee Party, but of course, within the Jubilee Party, a faction called Tanga Tanga, and arguably, as many would say, he's officially the opposition party.
It is interesting, madam. Very well, what happened yesterday is actually what is called formalization of parties. Wiper and CCM coming together and formalize the election agreement with Jubilee. That one does not mean that somebody is being chased away from Jubilee, or that one does not mean that some slots are being created in both houses, both National Assembly and in the Senate. At the end of the day, you will find those people again serving their interest, because at the end of the day, we need to see the philosophy behind all these things. Because when you see some people coming together, we need to tell our people, are they coming together to set the agendas that are going to assist our life or not? Because let me tell you, madam, when you see Kalonzo Musyoka coming in, we know very well the history of Kalonzo Musyoka. Every now and then he has been actually jumping from this side to other side. Isaac Ruto, because at the end of the day, what Uhuru Kenyatta needs is only numbers in both houses, Senate and the National Assembly, so that when the issue of referendum comes, it will be easy debated and passed in the National Assembly.
Why is it so much so about personalizing these people and not looking at the entire party? Because then again, you saw also Chiraum Ali Makweri also being part of, was the chair, signing in this process and everything. Why is it then that it's about Kalonzo Musyoka, it's about Isaac Ruto, and not about the entire parties?
Okay, when we talk about political parties, we don't attack personalities, but we attack ideas.
Yes.
When I talk about some leaders of this political party, I don't necessarily attack any political leader. But for sure, you cannot talk about Wiper without talking about Kalonzo Musyoka. Same thing applies to Jubilee. You can't talk about Jubilee without talking about the top leadership of Jubilee. You cannot actually exempt the presence of Uhuru Kenyatta when you are trying to talk about matters to do with Jubilee. So, but what I want to tell you, in essence, even if this coalition has been formed, what are they pursuing? Is it pursuing the interest of Kenya, or they are pursuing their own ecocentric interest?
The handshake, Kirui.
No problem.
So far, the handshake, Kirui, let me ask you, so far, do you think that the coming together of Right Honorable Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta has been helpful to the common mwananchi?
Yeah, to larger extent. In terms of business community, you see people now are moving from all over the country doing business. But unlike before, many people were not able to do their own business because there were so many issues on the roads. You understand all those things. There was antagonism, animosities all over. But now that there is an handshake, there is the aftermath of the handshake that we have seen our economy growing. But when you try to interrogate keenly about the handshake, To the best of my understanding, I don't think handshake will last for in the next 2 years uniting this country.
Wow.
Because what these people are after is actually about trying to know what exactly they are likely to get in the near future, mostly in the next election. Because let me tell you, madam, and I don't intend to take a lot of time, but I just want to tell you, political issues, we have held our country under politicking, everything is being politicized. When will the people of Kenya now get the value of their money? Because at the end of the day, those people are subjected to taxation. But you find their political leaders, they are busy doing all those things, at the end of the day, they will get something for their own. But the people of Kenya, the citizens of Kenya, are not getting anything. So I just want to tell you shortly, Wiper coming to Jubilee and CCM coming to Jubilee. The fact I know, CCM has only one member of parliament coming from Chepalungu constituency, and Wiper has around 15, if not 16 members of parliament. So at the end of the day, BBI will come and it will be debated in National Assembly. But I know it will see the light of the day because what is very important is about the numbers. Both parties are coming, all these political parties are coming together and pass that thing. But at the end of the day, even if the BPI pass, what will we get as Kenyan? Because what these people are after is actually expanded executive, creating the position of Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, all those things. But in essence, where is Mama Chiko? Where is Wanchiko there? Where is Wairimu? Where is Kibet in Bomet? Where is Wesonga in Bungoma? We need to see those people being incorporated together, getting the value of their money. So, to the best of my understanding, I don't think this formalization of political parties is going to help this country. I don't think.
Well, interesting right there. And I think I need to hear Edgar react to that. But before you even react to that, I think I'll ask this question. Lots of realignments are playing out. And, well, sadly, your names betray you, Kosgei and Kirui. And not to tribalize this in any way.
Yes.
What does it mean for Deputy President William Ruto now that we have key figures coming from the Rift Valley region to join the Jubilee Party? Can we say that, at this point, Jubilee can comfortably let go of Deputy President William Ruto, in as much as they are bound together constitutionally?
Okay. I wasn't sure whether the question was mine, but let me
yours.
Let me just answer it like this. Now, if the factor of the deputy president is no longer there, there is no need for the continual purging of the Jubilee Party. Purging of the Jubilee Party is all about ridding of the members of the Tanga coalition. The change of the Senate leadership was about to rid of Ruto's people. The change of Parliament leadership was about to rid of the Ruto people. Ruto factor is so big. And I can tell you for a fact that Kenyatta is scared and he is scheming day and night to remove Ruto from the thoughts and the leadership of the countrymen. But one thing he is forgetting, that Ruto ran to the ground, to the people in the ground.
Right.
And right now, whatever he is doing to William Ruto, I'm not saying that because he's my brother, but whatever he's saying...
Is he your brother? But isn't that just politics? Politics is a game of interest. So right now, probably, the interest of what Ruto was bringing on the table is no longer needed. So, I mean, isn't it just fair politically to drop him?
It's not that it's no longer needed.
Yes.
They even don't know how to remove Ruto now that even his numbers are surging on the ground. Fighting someone somewhere and he is not dying is another story altogether. Now, they have to change tact and they have to go to Mwananchi. Right now, Mwananchi knows that there is an underdog who is being victimized somewhere. What is about this underdog who is victimized? Their strategy has to change. Uhuru Kenyatta's strategy has to change. This one of corruption things or let's head to this direction will not work. Let him go face the people of Kenya and let him go campaign against William Ruto down in the grass. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
All right. Okay. Kirui, we might have to release you based on, of course, the fact that we also have the next guest that is coming in. But we cannot release you without having, to hear from you. I mean, generally, let's overlook what is happening in Jubilee Party and Wiper and everything. There's been a lot of differences amongst different party leaders. And we keep asking ourselves, Was multipartyism indeed a blessing to us, or, something that came on board to bring more confusions, especially when you look at all these differences and confusions that lie within?
Madam, I just want to tell you, to respond on the issue of William Ruto, William Ruto is being fought not because of any other reason.
Is he being fought?
I'm not supporting his ideology.
Okay.
I'm not supporting his ideology, and because I'm not trying to talk about William Ruto because he speaks the language that I speak. But in terms of politics, ideologies, I don't support his ideology. But what is happening in Jubilee, the push and the war that is being engaged and fight left, right, and center in Jubilee is targeting William Samoei Ruto. But I just want to say, the reason is obvious, political issues. William Ruto is rising every single day. So these people are not comfortable with this stuff. So they are trying to say what ways the best way and the best mechanism that we can use to support this guy. So you see NASA coming, you see Wiper coming, the only remaining political parties. But I just want to say it this way.
Ruto himself has not complained. Say for his foot soldiers, so to speak, from Tanga.
His lieutenant, his soldiers are busy complaining, busy lamenting all those things. But I just want to say, in the 48 laws of Bowers, we normally say never outshine your master.
Do you suppose Ruto has done that?
Yes, he has done, absolutely. Okay. With the reason that, very well, one mistake His Excellency the President of Kenya made in the first term, 2013-2017, he made William Ruto to look like a co-president.
Right.
Little did you know that William Ruto remained to be the deputy president.
But the deputy president, constitutionally, he's part of the presidency.
It is part of the presidency, but you see, executive powers. William Ruto is our deputy president. He's not the president.
So in this case, was this an undoing of President Uhuru Kenyatta or Deputy President William Ruto himself for outshining the boss? Who is wrong in this case?
The one who is wrong, that's the reason I'm trying to clarify about the leadership of 2013-2017.
Yeah.
Initially, these people, the promise between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto was good from the beginning. But along the way, things have changed because they have seen William Ruto is not just a mere person to be choked about. He's somebody who can go ahead with your head. So, political, I'm talking political. So, these people are trying to bring different ideas and ways on how to exempt William Ruto or to do away with William Ruto come 2022 election. But be that as it may, I just want to say, these people again at the same time, they are busy campaigning for William Ruto. William Ruto has not asked any politician to co-branding his name in different ways. But these politicians themselves, they are busy campaigning for this person.
You are speaking with so much confidence. He probably has anyway.
No, he has not spoken. I'm very sure. So if these people want to kill, I just want to say one thing, madam. If these people want to kill the ideology of William Ruto, the best thing is to remain silent, strategize, recruit, and see the best weapon to be used politically against William Ruto. But all these things which has been happening is all shenanigans. It does not assist. It does not assist in any way. So,
Linda.
Thank you. Yes, briefly.
Could you please ask Kirui where they fell out with William Ruto?
Yes. Where they?
They fell out.
Where they fell out with William Ruto.
Yes.
Kirui says that he does not subscribe to his ideologies, which is right. He's a Kenyan, and I think he has all rights whatsoever to argue and say this and all that. But I mean, another person then asking, were they friends in the first place? So he said it well, categorically. He said that he does not subscribe to his ideologies. And I think that is right, because as Kenyans, the majority of us have always subscribed to the ideology of tribe, ethnicity, and we overlook key factors that are of importance to us. So, gentlemen, I think it's time that we take a short break. We'll be coming back with more discussion on matters politics. Remember, it is the state of politics in the country, and there's so much to discuss on matters politics. We can only hope that we'll be able to touch on these key topics. We're coming back with the ANC factor, that is the Ford Kenya factor, and whether indeed NASA is in existence at all as it stands. Dr. Justice Juma will be joining me, and we get to release Kirui. Thank you so much, Kirui, Kilishia, Hassan, for your time. We look forward to see you again some other time.